So this is my new Tesla Model 3 Long Range. It's the new 2021 refresh model, which I got yesterday. It's already covered in mud because it was raining on the way back from Leeds, where I had to buy it, and I live in Sheffield. So I will be cleaning it soon. You can see it's got the new centre console, which I'm sure you'll have seen is different to the piano black foldy thing which was on the last model which I test drove. This one has got this nice slider, clips in there is two USB ports. Now the USB-C ports, so I've had to buy adapters. It did seem a bit of an odd idea to me to have USB-C for plugging things into. My phone has a USB-C, but usually the things you plug into on the wall would be a normal USB-A, I think. Anyway, in there I've plugged a USB stick which has got some music on it. It sticks out, so I'm going to have to be quite careful. I've ordered a right angle adapter so it'll go sideways, because that's just going to get probably broken when somebody throws something in there. I can't demonstrate the cordless charging ports, but you put your phone on there each side and it will cordless charge if your phone does that. Press on there, smooth action close, really nice. So the other centre piece in the centre console, there's a light in there. I've put some screen cleaner and a cloth in there as well, and I'll be putting no doubt more things in there at some point. So looking towards the back, you can see the nice premium seats. Not as much room in the back as there was in my old Mondeo, but I'm not going to sit in it, so who cares. Nice glass roof. It does actually, if you sit in the back, the glass roof does look really nice actually. But my daughter won't be driving this car anytime soon, that's for sure. So here's the boot, or the trunk. Probably quite hard to see back there. It's so long, it's like going into a dark chasm. Ugh. But yes, quite big. There are lights in there. Not making much difference at the moment. In here I've put the medical kit you get, which is nice. Fancy thing with bandages and things in. And this is the type 2 cable you get. The plug-in I'm using, and that's 6 meters long, I believe. I think that one's 4 meters. And of course the trunk is now powered. Now I've set my phone as a key, so the Bluetooth signal should open the car. And there you go. Another feature is if you walk away from the car, you can set it to automatically lock. Maybe a bit further. There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to take the car to the Tesla Supercharger for the first time. Now if you enter the route into the sat-nav, it will precondition the battery, so I'm going to use the voice recognition. Navigate to Tesla Supercharger Woodall Services. And there you go, it's done it straight away, really quick. And it says at the top of the screen, I don't know if you can see, it says preconditioning battery for fast charging. So I think it has to heat it up so that it'll work with the supercharger. So that's all automatic, so off we go. got cruise control, the auto steer switched on. You can tell by the blue steering wheel. So the car's now steering in this lane. It'll do this, I believe, even if you've just got standard autopilot and you've not paid for full self-driving. The car will still steer in its lane, but it won't change lanes for you. Now, if I want to change lane now, if I indicate, I then have to give a slight tug on the steering wheel and the car will then change lane. As you can see, it's now steering in this lane. That's only available with the full self-driving package. It works quite well if you're on a motorway like this, not too busy. If there's a lot of cars around, it gets a bit of a pointless exercise. You can see the top flashing blue then. That's telling me I'm not applying enough force to the steering wheel, so the car's not sure whether I've got my hands on the steering wheel or not. So if I want to, I can now say I'm going to pull back in, slight tug on the steering wheel, and the car will go back in. Stops indicating automatically. Now we're following this lorry. The car will slow down. So it's slowing down because we're behind it. So let's say I want to now go again. Hold the indicator. Off it goes. Now I'm nearly at the services where the supercharger is, so I'm going to need to whiz round and get back in the right lane. And here it is, changing lanes, no hands on the wheel. And there it is in the lane. So we're coming up to the services. It still says preconditioning battery for fast charging. I'm going to cancel auto steer and cruise control by pushing the gear stalk up once. The car immediately starts slowing down, and I'm going to steer it off here myself. I don't know where the superchargers are, so I'm going to have to go find them. Okay, so I'm at the supercharger, so let's have a go. Nobody else here, so hopefully it should be quick. That isn't what I was expecting. The charge port just opened the second I took that off. I think I need the top one. So the one of these didn't have the DC fast charging on the bottom. So I'm guessing that's just a normal Type 2 AC, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I need this one. Whoa, so having plugged that in, the car is now charging 33 kilowatts, 153 miles per hour. Expecting it to go faster than that, maybe it'll speed up. So the car's still charging fairly low, 37 kilowatts now, 76%. It's clearly not going to go up to the maximum. I was just looking at the map as well, so on the map, if you press the little supercharger button at the bottom, it brings up this list and shows you all the superchargers flagged A through Z. You can also say, do you want to see low powered, what the power of superchargers you want to see. I'm not sure what the cutoff is. If you get rid of the single lightning strike, you seem to see all of the superchargers fine. I can see the one I'm sat at now, Woodall, says the maximum is 125 kilowatts. It's not gone over 37, 38, so maybe it would have done had the battery been lower to start with. But this is quite a good map. I like the way you can just say navigate to Tesla supercharger is quite good. Okay, well there's still 10 minutes left, so maybe I can watch a bit of Netflix. Is it going to work? I don't know. I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. Well, oh, I thought it was going to do something then. All it's doing is bringing up the menu at the top. Maybe I'm destined not to watch Netflix. Well, after shutting down Netflix and restarting it, now it seems to work. So I don't know what was going on there. Obviously not quite as good as on the TV at home. Oh, is that actually going to work? Well, there we go. Oh, hooray. I wonder what the quality will be like.
Previously on Star Trek Discovery.
No, that's not too bad.
Signal coming from the center of the nebula. There's a ship lost in there.
This is Dr. Isa. You're stranded.
Right, okay, so that's the supercharging done. So now I'm going to try and do a 0 to 60 foot down and see whether it does it in 3.7 seconds. I'm hoping you can see the miles per hour on the display. I'm going to join a motorway, so the slip road's not very long, but we'll see what happens. Right, okay, let's see whether we can do a 0 to 60 blast. Whoa, that was pretty quick. Right, so let's try a 0 to 60 from 0. 3, 2, 1. Woo. So I'm going to engage cruise control. So you'll see the traffic lights. I've not got my feet on any pedals. It's slowing down. Now I'm going to say they've changed to green. Press the stalk. Red traffic lights up ahead. Car is slowing itself down. And they've changed to green. Tell it can go ahead. Oh, and the car's speeding up. Next traffic lights, press the stalk, can go through, they're on green. More red traffic lights, car slowing itself down. Pings again, press the stalk, on green. It's slowing down still, tell it to go through these lights. It goes. Now we went into a 30 zone, the car still says 40, so I'm going to tap the 30. Otherwise we'll get a speeding ticket. So I'm going to do an auto park, perpendicular park. The car's seen the space and the little P's appeared, so if I press that, shift to reverse. Start. No hands, no feet, so it's going to go into the space. I'm going to keep looking. And in it goes. Get very nervous. Looks good, sort of. Seems to be in the wrong space now. Oh. So it's going forward, the car's doing all of this. I've got no feet on the pedals, no hands on the wheel. It's not good for the tyres. So going to straighten up and don't hit the post. Oh, there we go, auto park complete, perfect. Right, I'm going to try and do a parallel park, hoping one of these cars here will have a big enough gap. No. Right, there we go. Park. Shift to reverse. Go. Right, let's see what happens. No hands, no feet, no cars, fortunately. Oh, it's going in. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. And it hit the curb? Can't tell. There we go, Autopark complete. Parallel park. So it doesn't seem to have done a bad job of that. Closer to that one than the other one, but close to the curb.